In Hollywood, red carpets fade, but true devotion lasts a lifetime. What drives a legendary star to vow never to love again after losing their soulmate today? We remember the cherished icons who proved that real love never dies, from Rick Moranis walking away from fame to Betty White's timeless loyalty. Join us for these 6 unforgettable stories. Subscribe to our channel today and let's honor these enduring Hollywood legacies together. Liam Neeson, the commanding screen presence behind Schindler's List and the high-octane Taken series, found his greatest love story far away from the Hollywood spotlight. In 1993, while co-starring on Broadway in Anna Christie, he met the radiant Natasha Richardson, scion of the legendary Red Grave acting dynasty. Their undeniable chemistry blossomed into a deeply grounded marriage in 1994. Building a life filled with laughter, mutual respect, and 2 beloved sons, Michael and Daniel. That idyllic world was shattered in March 2009. During a family trip to Quebec's Mont Tremblant, a seemingly minor beginner's ski fall led to a tragic epidural hematoma, a fatal brain injury. Her sudden passing at age 45 sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry and left Neeson devastated. Forced to navigate unmeasurable grief, Liam channeled all his energy into being a steadfast anchor for his teenage boys, quietly stepping back from the noise of public life to protect his family's privacy. Over 17 years have passed since that dark afternoon, yet Neeson has never remarried. Instead, he honors Natasha's memory through quiet devotion to their sons and a tireless commitment to his craft. For those who grew up watching their unforgettable romance on and off the screen, Liam Neeson stands as a poignant reminder of true loyalty, a Hollywood icon whose enduring love story continues to move us all. John Travolta, the legendary star whose undeniable charisma defined classic American cinema in Saturday Night Fever and Grease, shared one of Hollywood's most enduring love stories with actress Kelly Preston. Married in 1991, the couple built a life grounded in deep devotion, weathering life's greatest highs and heartbreaking lows together, including the tragic loss of their teenage son Jet in 2009. Through every chapter, their bond remained an inspiring anchor of warmth, resilience, and mutual support for nearly 3 decades. That beautiful journey took a tragic turn in July 2020. After a courageous private 2-year battle with breast cancer, Kelly passed away at the age of 57. Her loss left a profound void not only in John's heart, but in the lives of their surviving children, Ella Bleu and Benjamin. Rather than retreating into despair, Travolta poured his entire soul into being the ultimate anchor for his kids, stepping forward with grace to protect their family home and honor Kelly's vibrant legacy. 6 years have passed since her gentle departure, and Travolta has chosen to remain single, never remarrying. Instead, he spends his days celebrating family milestones, sharing tender public tributes on her birthdays and anniversaries, and keeping her spirit alive in every shared memory. For millions of fans who have watched him over the decades, John Travolta's steadfast devotion is a moving testament to a rare, everlasting love that time simply cannot fade. Christopher Reeve, the unforgettable star who redefined courage and heroism for a generation in Superman, found his ultimate pillar of strength in actress, singer, and activist Dana Morosini. Married in 1992, their love was tested just 3 years later when an equestrian accident rendered Christopher quadriplegic, completely reliant on a ventilator. Overnight, Dana stepped forward as his devoted caregiver, relentless advocate, and emotional lifeline, turning personal heartache into a national movement for spinal cord research and disability rights. Together, they showed the world the true meaning of devotion, standing shoulder to shoulder until Christopher's passing in October 2004. Barely a year after losing her soulmate, Dana faced her own devastating trial when she was diagnosed with stage IV lung cancer, despite having never smoked. She carried Christopher's torch with incredible grace, ensuring their foundation was secure before her own passing in March 2006 at just 44, leaving behind their young son, Will. 2 decades later, the Reeve name remains synonymous with unmatched courage, hope, and an extraordinary love story that defined an era. For the millions who watched them fight side by side, Christopher and Dana Reeve leave behind a heroic legacy of loyalty, resilience, and unwavering dedication that continues to inspire us all. Patrick Swayze, the charismatic actor whose iconic roles in Dirty Dancing and Ghost captivated millions across generations, shared an extraordinary lifelong romance with dancer, choreographer, and filmmaker Lisa Niemi. Their story began long before the bright lights of Hollywood, meeting as teenagers in 1970 at his mother's Houston dance studio. Married in 1975, the young couple built an unbreakable partnership, grounded in shared artistic passion, a love for horse ranching, and an unshakable commitment to one another that endured through decades of changing times. Through the whirlwind of global fame, Hollywood pressures, and creative collaborations, Lisa was far more than a loving wife. She was Patrick's constant anchor, creative partner, and absolute best friend. When Swayze faced his final daunting trial, a diagnosis of stage 4 pancreatic cancer in early 2008, Lisa became his fiercest protector and tireless caregiver. She walked shoulder to shoulder with him through every grueling treatment, shielding his dignity with unwavering grace, strength, and quiet determination. Their remarkable journey came to a heartbreaking close in September 2009, with Patrick's passing bringing an end to a 34-year marriage that stood as one of the most enduring love stories of modern cinema. Over 17 years have passed since that solemn day, yet their legacy endures as a timeless testament to authentic romance, profound resilience, and a rare lifelong devotion. For everyone who grew up watching them navigate fame with quiet dignity, Patrick Swayze and Lisa Niemi remind us that true love isn't just about sharing life's spotlight, it's about standing together through every triumph, every trial, and every step of the dance. Betty White, the iconic comedic treasure beloved by generations as the warm-hearted Rose Nyland on The Golden Girls, found her ultimate soulmate in charismatic game show host Alan Ludden. After 2 brief early marriages, Betty met Alan when she appeared as a guest on Password in 1961, sparking a bright and genuine romance that led to their joy-filled wedding in 1963. For nearly 2 decades, their playful banter, shared laughter, and mutual admiration made them one of American television's most cherished couples, inspiring fans across the nation with their deep and visible affection. Their sunny, idyllic life was tragically cut short in June 1981 when Alan lost his valiant battle with stomach cancer at age 63. Devastated but resilient, Betty chose to honor their extraordinary bond by remaining single for the remaining 4 decades of her long, remarkable life. Through all those years as Hollywood's reigning sweetheart, she carried Alan's memory with effortless grace, unwavering devotion, and her signature warm humor, famously explaining her decision to never remarry with tender simplicity. When you've had the best, who needs the rest? When Betty passed away in late 2021, just weeks shy of her 100th birthday, she left behind a legendary career and an enduring legacy of absolute loyalty. 5 years after her passing, their legendary love story remains a heartwarming testament to finding your true person. For the millions of Americans who grew up watching them brighten our living rooms, Betty White and Alan Ludden stand as a timeless, poignant reminder that a love built on genuine warmth, mutual respect, and shared laughter can endure far beyond a single lifetime. Rick Moranis, the beloved comedic icon who defined 1980s pop culture in blockbusters like Ghostbusters, Little Shop of Horrors, and Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, found his true center far away from Hollywood's bright spotlight. In 1986, he married talented costume designer Ann Belsky, building a warm, remarkably grounded life rooted in simple joys and mutual respect. Tragically, their idyllic world was shattered in 1991 when Anne passed away from breast cancer, leaving Rick utterly heartbroken with 2 very young children to navigate the world alone. Faced with an agonizing, life-altering choice at the absolute peak of his fame, Moranis made an extraordinary decision that earned the lasting respect of fans across generations. He stepped away from a booming movie career. realizing that endless weeks on distant film sets and chaotic press tours were completely incompatible with being a present single father. He quietly put acting on hold to devote himself entirely to raising his kids. For over 3 decades, he carefully preserved the private family life he and Anne had built together, consistently choosing quiet fatherhood over Hollywood glory and remaining single through all the years that followed. Now, 73 Moranes stands as a rare and inspiring symbol of unwavering integrity, fatherly sacrifice, and deep personal devotion. In an exciting new chapter that has delighted longtime fans across the country, the cherished actor is officially making a long-awaited screen return, stepping back into his iconic role as Dark Helmet in the upcoming Spaceballs sequel. For an entire generation of Americans who grew up laughing at his on-screen genius, Rick Moranis proves that true greatness isn't found in red carpet applause, but in the quiet, noble choices made for the ones we love most. Stan Lee, the legendary visionary who revolutionized American pop culture by co-creating iconic Marvel superheroes like Spider-Man, the X-Men, Iron Man, and the Fantastic Four, found his ultimate real-life hero in former British hat model and voice actress Joan Bucock. Married in December 1947, the couple embarked on a remarkable 7-decade love story built on deep affection, sharp wit, and an unshakable partnership that survived the chaotic highs and lows of the entertainment world. In the early 1960s, weary of standard comic book tropes and deeply frustrated with publisher demands, Stan was on the absolute verge of walking away from the industry forever. It was Joan who stepped in with the decisive advice that changed popular culture history. She wisely encouraged him to write just one comic book the way he truly wanted to write it before throwing in the towel. That quiet push gave Stan the freedom to create flawed, human, and deeply relatable characters, sparking a monumental creative revolution that transformed a struggling comic publisher into a global multimedia powerhouse. For 70 extraordinary years, Joan served as Stan's eternal muse, his fiercest advocate, and his absolute favorite person in the world. She grounded him during his busiest years, voiced animated characters alongside him, and stood proudly by his side through every red carpet milestone until her passing in July 2017 at the age of 93. Devastated by the loss of his soulmate, Stan followed his beloved Joan just 16 months later in November 2018 at the age of 95. Today, nearly a decade after her passing, their bond remains the ultimate origin story behind the magic of modern mythology. For the millions of fans who spent their lives reading his stories and watching his iconic film cameos, Stan and Joan Lee leave behind a legacy that extends far beyond capes and superpowers. They stand as a timeless, heartwarming testament to true loyalty, showing us all that behind every great hero is an extraordinary love capable of inspiring the world. Alan Rickman, the velvet-voiced theatrical master who enchanted millions worldwide through iconic roles in Die Hard, Sense and Sensibility, and as Professor Severus Snape in the Harry Potter saga, found his ultimate life partner far away from the glitz of red carpets. In 1965, as a 19-year-old art student in London, he met 18-year-old Rima Horton. What began as a youthful romance blossomed into an exceptionally rare, decades-long partnership built on deep intellectual harmony, mutual respect, and an extraordinary sense of privacy. While Alan rose to international stardom, Rima carved out her own distinguished path as an economics lecturer and dedicated local political figure. Rather than conforming to traditional Hollywood expectations, the couple chose a quiet, grounded life together in London, living as devoted partners for nearly 50 years before secretly marrying in a private, low-key New York ceremony in 2012. Through the pressures of global fame, intense film schedules, and eventually Alan's private battle with pancreatic cancer, Rima remained. His constant anchor, trusted confidant, and unwavering emotional lifeline. When Rickman passed away in January 2016 at age 69, he left behind an extraordinary artistic legacy and a love story that spanned over half a century. A decade after his passing, Alan Rickman and Rima Horton stand as a quiet, powerful testament to everlasting devotion, proving that the most profound love stories are often the ones lived far beyond the spotlight. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new videos. See you in the next one.